right, so let's jump into building our first app. What do you think?
That would be a lot of fun. And I know a lot of people get stuck right here. Their brain just kind of freezes. So what do you suggest the first step is?
Okay, so the first step where it usually freezes is opening up the tool and seeing all the possibilities and getting overwhelmed. So don't do that. First step should always be this: get a clear idea of what it is you want to build and make a sketch of it so you can always go back to it and make your own course.
And we're not going to use some fancy design tool, are we? Because then that's something else we have to learn, right?
Yeah, those are really handy and they're useful. But right now we're starting. Let's just start the simplest we can and just start to build skills.
Okay, so
So,
what? Use our hands?
want a piece of paper and you want something to write with.
Okay, well, let's try it.
Okay, every computer book that I learned from, the first step, the first app or the first program is always to say hello world. Well, I think we should do something a little sexier.
Yeah, because you didn't take this course just to print text to a screen, right? So yeah, let's do something fun.
Let's build an app. We're gonna start with the very, very basic. So let's call this app number one. And instead of hello world, let's do something where it's gonna be a static app, but let's have it do a picture. Of a picture, even maybe a person in there or not, it doesn't matter. It'll be a picture.
Okay.
And then let's do have words on it, but let's have words on top of the picture, right? So we'll have some kind of words.
So sort of like a meme, right?
Yeah, or an inspirational poster, or or a Instagram meme. And so you'll have an app at the end of this where if somebody goes to it, they'll be inspired or they'll get a chance to laugh, and it'll be an expression of you.
Okay, sounds fun. So picture and words on top of the picture. Okay, so Bubble is our tool of choice here, right?
That's right. Right now we're on the home page, so I've logged in and I've gone to my home, and there's a screen that shows here's where all my apps that I've built are, plugins, templates. We'll get to that later. So the first thing we want to do is create a new app. So I'm going to click new app, and
Woohoo!
woo, almost there. We got to type in a little bit of stuff, name of the app, app one, yada. We're not going to start from a template, so ignore that. Um, Fill out whatever you want here. I'm just going to say other details, test project. Our goal is to play around, and we want to launch it as soon as
As
possible.
soon as possible, right
And
now.
that's right, engage.
All right, it's thinking here.
It is handcrafting for us the baseline of our new app. And now they're loading it. It's going to show a whole bunch of stuff because they're going to try to give you all the help they can and some examples. You're going to see it, and then we're going to get rid of it and start from a blank page.
Right,
So
because
right
this
now,
is kind of overwhelming, right? You get all this stuff thrown at you.
it to me it vacillates between overwhelming and exciting. But we're here to learn the building blocks, right? So let's start with the blank page. Down at the bottom, you're going to see down here it says start with a blank page. We're going to click that. It's all clear, and we're going to close the assistant, and
And
immediately,
yeah, my brain just goes whack, so many things, right?
yeah. All right, so let's go ahead and minimize it. We're going to take the arrows. We're going to click these. We're going to get rid of reusable elements. Don't need the forms right now. Not even the containers. We're going to simply look at the visual elements.
Okay, absolutely. That cuts the clutter way down.
All right, the way it works is you click on what it is that you want to bring over. You'll see it
Okay.
changes color. So it's going to go from a gray to like a bluish purple. You click on it, then you go over here to your blank palette. And if you'll notice, there's red lines. That's going to highlight the boundary of the design area.
Of where you can put it. Okay.
We're going to draw it. So it's a click and drag.
Yeah, because
Click.
I would have thought you drug the icon over, but it doesn't work that way.
I did that so many times. Okay, if you do that, what's going to happen is it's going to drag over a teeny weeny little box, and you're going to lose it. You can
And we've
find it.
done
There are
that.
ways.
when we were
There are
practicing,
ways.
right? It's like, where to go?
There are ways to find it, but click it, then draw the space.
Okay, sounds
So
good.
to find an image, you can get one off your desktop. It's right here. You would say, let me upload. So you click on the
Okay.
upload, and that would get you something from your desktop. You can also search for free images. This is where Bubble has uh, relationships with pixels and splash base, and so there's all these free images. I've typed in dog. You'll see a bunch of dog pictures because dogs are cute. And so here we go. We're going to import this beauty.
Nice.
Aw, yeah. So here's where you name it. We're doing a really simple app right now, so it's not important that you name it, but let's go ahead and get in the habit, because as we begin to build more and more complex apps, you want to have good naming. So this is
Because no one will remember what image A is.
doggy picture. Okay, that's really clear. So we've got doggy pictures, the name. Here's the image. They've saved it in Amazon, which is great. So it's going to give you faster loading. What else do we need to look at?
Probably want to do an alt tag for disabled readers.
Absolutely. So the alt tag, well, best description of that is what? Just a text
Dog
wording that describes what the picture is.
for someone who can't see well or can't see at all, right? So dog staring into the distance.
Into distance. Okay, dog staring into distance. Great.
That's starting, but
Oh no, it's staring. It's starting. It is starting. So dog staring into distance. All right.
perfect.
All right, and this element is not clickable. It's just going to be a static page. So let's click that.
Okay.
And anything else we want to do?
Now
We
we
want
played
it
around with, what was it, fixed width?
fixed width. Let's go and click that. Okay, so let's look at this. We've got an image over here. We've been in the UI builder. We're going to switch over to responsive. What responsive lets you do is take a preview of how this is going to look in different size devices. Right now, it's on the desktop. If you move over one to the left, that's going to give you what a tablet looks like. So we click on that, you'll see it shrinks it and then resizes it for the tablet. Here it is for a phone sideways, and a phone on the like held at a vertical.
Right. Now, in this case, it just showed less of the image
I mean,
versus shrinking the image.
right.
What if we didn't want that?
Then what we would do is say, let's unclick the fixed width and keep the element proportions as the page is resized.
Okay.
Let's click on that and let's go test it. So back to desktop. Here's the tablet, phone sideways and horizontal, and phone vertical.
I think that looks much nicer.
And I do see that we've got a little bit of real estate we could still get to. So let's go back over to the UI builder. And here's the gap, right? So we want to go ahead and drag it over. And let's take a look. Okay, now we're taking up more space.
Absolutely. Okay, that looks good.
Okay, so we got the text.
Right. So text is next.
We've got the image. Let's add the text. Back to the UI builder. Click on the text again. Click and then go over here and draw.
All
So
right.
text A. This is going to be doggy text.
Nice.
And edit. What yummy snacks do you have for me?
Every dog thinks that constantly. Yes.
Always. And if we click just up here on the page, I'm going to close that. What you'll see is the image and you'll see the text. It's not formatted yet. We need to format it.
Okay.
If you're here, I'm going to double click. That's going to access this menu bar again. If you click off of it and wonder, oh my God, where did the text go? What's happened is I've clicked on the image and now the image menu has come up.
So it moved everything out of the way and just showed the image.
So if I click back on the page, Here we are. Now I'm going to double click right here on the text.
Okay.
We're going to leave the language the same, and we're going to go down here to style. So the body right now is at, we're going to go down here to the style. Right now it's in the style of the copy, which is all the big, all the wording you have on a normal page. We want something bigger, like a heading. So
Okay.
we go down here to heading. There's a few different, there's heading 1, which is the largest, heading 2, which is getting smaller. Then you have a dark or a light version.
Right.
So let's go light,
Okay.
and let's drag it down to this dark area.
Nice.
Move that.
Stretch it on out.
And let's do a little responsive, just kind of check the window. What do you think?
I don't know. I mean, is it going to shrink the text or will text stay the same size and it just cut it off? I'm not sure.
Always a great question. So it's starting to cut it off there.
But it is
Now it's
making
starting
it
to
smaller.
size. Right.
It just needs maybe a little more space at the bottom, maybe. Okay. I mean, not perfect, but it shows. And that has more to do with the contrast on the image being so bright in the back.
That's right. How about this? What?
What is over there? Or what is love? Age-old question.
All right, let's take a look.
Oh, that looks good. I think we have a design that looks good on all the different screens.
Okay, so we've got an image, we've got some text over it. We've checked to make sure it sizes properly for different type devices. We have some text. We make sure that there's a good contrast. I think we're ready to launch.
Okay, let's get it on our phones. I want to be able to show our users that it showed up.
Okay, so here we are. We're just going to say, let's deploy the current version to live.
Okay.
I'm going to do that by clicking a button. What is love? Version 1. Deploy. So deployment is already successful. The app is live in the world. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to click here because it's going to give me a visual of the link, and I'm going to send it to you, Will,
Okay.
so that you can do a check for us. Okay, incoming.
All right.
What do you see?
Here it is. So what your user will see is this bubble link right here. So if you're sending it out, sharing it with your team, now I'm going to click it. And here we go. Our users can see what is love.
What is love?
And there we go. I mean, what, less than 10, 15 minutes and we're live with an app, designed and everything.
Okay, so app number 1, real simple. It's your turn now. So once we finish yapping at you, go ahead and hit pause, go to Bubble, go through the process yourself. If you ever get stuck, just come back, gotta replay it, pause it again, and go through it. You want to be able to do this without the hand holding so that you begin to learn muscle memory around this tool.
What is it? Wax on, wax off, right? Think of us as Mr. Miyagi. Awesome. Well, so this is day 1 challenge. Now, obviously you can do as many of these in a day as you can stand, but we believe you should do at least 1 app a day until you get good enough at this to turn your ideas into actual reality.
Yeah, at the minimum, we're vitamins, 1 a day, but we're better than vitamins because you can do as many as you want.
Absolutely. Thanks a lot and see you in the next one.